Hey YouTube, Zach here again with another episode of Wild River Tackle. Today we're on the East Bank. I'll be catching some karass today, maybe some sweet man or some hardhead. But today I'm going to be using my ugly stick Gx2 from Shakespeare. It's a spinning rod, and the Shakespeare E-Z casting rod that I converted into a spinning rod because I'm not so good with the casting rod. So yeah, I always like to get right into the action. Force fish, hardhead. This is the name that people call it, a hardhead. So don't know. I mean, most catfish, flathead, broadface, hardhead, whatever, but they just decide to call this one catfish like every other catfish that got a hardhead, a hardhead. So enough about those hardhead fish. Anyway, I am really starting to enjoy this new ugly stick GX2, the spinning rod. It's like so smooth. Right now I'm using it with a 15 pound, I think, yes, 15 pound line, very fine braided line, and I'm somewhat stuck on braid right now. It's so strong, no stretch. I'm really enjoying this braided line. So yes, about this reel, the reel is something else. I mean, it is so smooth. There is no jerking effect like the ones that you get with those cheaper reels. Sometimes when the drag is on and the fish is taking line, it gives this kind of jerking effect, and sometimes the hook would come out and you lose the fish. Every time I come out here to fish, there's always somebody who is there to say, yo, those karass out here is going to destroy those rods. The karass out here is so big, they would take your rod and they would just break it in half. Oh, look at that one. That's a sizable karass, maybe 10 pounds or so. But there is some huge karass out here that I believe that, probably would break this rod. In fact, this EZ casting rod that I got, I need to retire this rod because I broke it in rockstone, the tip of it, so I cut the tip short. But I'm not just going to put this rod aside. I need to hook a giant karass that's going to break this rod in half. This rod must go out with a bang. So until then, I'm going to continue fishing with this converted casting rod. I had to convert this rod to spinning because I suck at that casting rod. I always get backlash and boredness. I mean, I would be good for a couple of days, and then one day you go out there and that's it. I just can't deal with it. Look at that guy. He is using an entire chicken for bait. This chicken looked like 5 pounds. An entire chicken for bait. So you can imagine the kind of karass, the size of karass these guys are accustomed catching out here. So I would like to hook me one of those to retire this Shakespeare rod with some amount of dignity. Like I said, I'm stuck on braid, but there's just something about braid that gets to me. This is not a line that you want to get entangled with another line. It is so hard to, unravel. I thought I had a fish on there for a second, but it appears though I had a line on. And oh, I just hate this part of fishing. And you have to, unravel these lines. To tell you the truth, a lot of times I just kind of cut them, but this one I probably would have had to cut both of the lines, and that would have been a waste. So fast forward. Well, actually, fast forward my voice there as well. So anyway, we're here on the East Bank. catching karass on Shakespeare Gx2 on a Shakespeare E-Z Baitcaster that was converted into a spinning rod, and the action is fast, the bites, the catch, everything is just nice today. It's a kind of semi-rainy environment. It's cool, not any kind of sun to worry about, so I'm just enjoying a peaceful, lovely day of fishing here on the bank. And this karass was actually the biggest one, the first one in fact that I caught on this Gx2 spinning rod. Unfortunately, as always, I always have some issue with the camera. The battery just died at that instant when I was about to lift this nice fish out of the water. So this is a different day. In fact, I'm out here with Mr. Zak, and we're having a go at these karass again. In fact, she caught the most fish. I didn't do so well this day, but she caught the most fish, and she really utilized her bragging rights to explain to me the only reason she don't come fishing with me a lot is because she don't want to make me look bad. I can't argue with that. Can't argue with that. Even though I had to help her to reel in that one, but that was a pretty reasonable size fish. She don't want to make me look bad, but yet she's afraid of the fish. Don't understand. But hey, who can argue? So I just hooked on what feels to be a nice size karass. In fact, this karass really fought. But again, if you listen carefully, you can hear that kind of jerking effect on this on that drag. That's because I'm using one of those cheap Chinese reel. I just had it laying around, so I use it to convert that casting rod into
nice one. This camera still counting?
Into that spinning rod. That's a nice fish. Probably 3 pounds or a little over, maybe. I need a scale.
Go close, go close, go close. Bring it up, bring it up. Sweet man. Is it a big one? Reel. Reel on, go reel down low, and then lift you over. Carry your hand on, lift you over now.
So it's getting late, and we were about to go home with that one, but all of a sudden, that Shakespeare just went crazy. That drag went crazy, so
Come, Baba, come.
trying. One for the road.
Wait.